Yo, and welcome to this new Gray Zone video. And imagine if you're doing work, if you're doing anything for your work, and then someone says, yo, everything you did is already finished and you don't need to do it anymore. And that's how I feel like right now because I did this, I don't know how long is it actually, 38-minute video on testing all the different ammos in the game. And a friend of mine came to me. I was just done rendering this as well. Like I already rendered this. I was about to upload this. And then a friend of mine came to me and told me that there is a Gray Zone Warfare bullet pen chart and all my tests are simplified in there because I still would have had to do like a spreadsheet or something where I note or I write everything down. I haven't done that yet. I had still to do that for my upload. And I didn't know about this spreadsheet yet, and it actually exists and it makes the ammo guide way easier. So if you just want to know what are the best ammos and if you're capable of reading, and if you don't want to listen to me yap, you can just go to the description and click the first link in the description, which is going to be this Google Doc, and then you will be able to see green means that it can penetrate everything. Orange or like light orange means we can inflict medium bleeding, and as you can see, the darker orange is meaning that we can have light bruises or bleeding, and if something is red, then it means we can't penetrate that armor level. So if you just want to go for the best bullets, you basically go for the bullets that have a full row of green. So the best bullets in the game are 545 BP, 55A1, 56A1, M61s, and SR and AP. These are the best bullets in the game as of right now. So that's it for the people that just wanted to know that. But there's a little bit more depth to it, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in this video. Also, making sure that you know what ammo you want to buy for certain scenarios as well. So, there is two lethal points in this health system, which are the brain and the heart. If you shoot them and the bullet penetrates and damages the organ, then you will die instantly, or if you lose enough blood, you will die as well. These are the three types of deaths, and the insta kills are basically headshots in the brain and heart shots. Really important to know about this is that AI has a different health pool though, because sometimes in my videos or even when playing alone or whatever, I had the scenarios that I was shooting AI in the head, in the naked head, and the AI wouldn't die even though they would flinch or like react to my bullet. That is because AI has a different health pool. From my tests and from other people's point of views, we have realized that AI must have some sort of different health pool because they won't die from some bullets in one shot, and people or enemy PMCs would just die to one bullet. So that's really important to keep in mind that AI is kind of working a little bit different. And you don't you can't expect every bullet to one tap AI because some of them, as I said, have a different health pool for some reason. So when talking about bullets, we have two different stats that every bullet has, which is dispersion and velocity. Also, we have to consider what level do we unlock the ammo or what price the ammo costs. On some bullets that's kind of important, but the two most important stats are dispersion and the velocity. So the dispersion is basically spread from other games. So if you're aiming with your crosshair at one dot and you're shooting, if you have high dispersion, then the bullet won't hit the target or it will deviate from the crosshair. Combine that with MOA, that will result in inaccuracy pretty much. So you have to keep that in mind when using some bullets which have higher dispersion. And the other stat is velocity. So we have some subsonic rounds in the game, like for example on 545 we have US ammo, that's a subsonic round. It's way slower than the other bullets in the caliber, and it's just a slow round. Of course, if you're shooting on long range, you want to have fast bullets because you will be able to hit targets way easier if you have a faster bullet. But there's another thing tied to the velocity, which is penetration. Seen in this stat right here, comparing 7.62 and 5.56, you can see 5.56 is the way faster bullet, and the longer the bullet travels, the less it will penetrate, as you can see in this diagram. So if you have faster flying bullets, the bullet will be stronger. That's why 5.56 in general is a very strong bullet in the game. Alright, so we have also different bullets which are soft point rounds and hollow point rounds and armor penetrating rounds. So for example, if we look at these stats, we have SP, which is soft point rounds on 7.62 and 5.56, for example, and these bullets are not penetrating any armor. So they're, in my opinion, really bad because you are relying to either hitting face shots or hitting naked targets, which is not really the play, especially if a target is like facing your back to you and has back plates and a helmet on. Then it will be rough to kill the target with your bullets, because it's not like in Tarkov where you can just leg meta someone. You can do like bleeding damage and everything like that, but it's just not like in EFT. So make sure to bring always good penetrating ammo, because if you don't bring ammo with good penetration values, then you will struggle and it will punish you with unnecessary deaths, I would say. Right, so we have 3 different armor levels. Like as we can see, we have helmet armor, which is level 1 and level 2, and we have body armor and helmet armor. Fast MT helmets are level 3A+, so we have to keep in mind that this column right here is representing the best helmets that is worn by AI. I haven't seen any AI wearing fast MT helmets yet, so this column is really important later on, because if you want to farm AI, you will be able to do so with bullets that are green in this column right here. If you just want to one-tap every single PMC in the head, then you want to use bullets that are green in this category here, so you will be able to one-tap every single player using bullets that are green in this column here, so that's really important as well. If you want to use the most OP ammo in the game, these are the bullets that are green in this column right here. So there's only a few of them actually left that penetrate every single armor in the game. So I would say if you want to run like any early bullets basically, then you want to run the ammo that's, or like if you're going to regions that are still like lower leveled, which maybe don't have access to the best gear yet, like especially like those quests in like Band Power, something like that, then you will probably most of the time get away with ammo that is using that can penetrate 2A+. Keep in mind though, if you're PvPing, then you might want to run ammo that can penetrate 3A or 3A+, because that's like the helmet levels basically. So in my opinion, there's like 3 categories, as I said. 2A+ is really important to kill every single AI in the game. 3A+ is or like killing AI with headshots, every single AI with headshots. That's really important because some of them are wearing higher level armor. 3A+ is one-tapping every single PMC and every single AI as well into the head, and 3+ is just one-tapping everything. So there's 3 different categories, I would say, which are kind of important. And yeah, let's move on. I would say if you're just farming AI, for example, ammo that is able to penetrate 3A+ is more than enough. If you're struggling with money, use ammo that can penetrate 3A+. In previous videos, I was talking about why I like M855 and M856. As you can see, the only armor that it cannot penetrate is 3+. And that means if you're shooting AI, it will most likely be, like the bullet will most likely be able to kill the AI if you're going for headshots at least. So as you can see, 5.5A1 and 5.6A1 is $2 more expensive, so that's why I usually choose M855. That's also why in my previous videos I stated that I usually use M855. And yeah, like if you run a lot of PvP and if you just want to be able to one-tap everything, obviously 5.5A1 is the better choice. Another thing that's really important in this sheet is the NA rows. Some rows are marked with NA, meaning that the bullet is not available for purchase right now from traders. They were on traders, like all of these bullets were on the traders before, but some of them got removed, and yeah, keep that in mind as well. These bullets are lootable though, like most of them. Like I haven't seen, for example, M193 on any AI yet, so I think this bullet is not available right now, I guess. I don't know how you would be able to get this bullet because I haven't seen it on AI and in boxes I haven't seen it either. Might be in the starting village, and since I haven't been there though for a very long time, yeah, I don't know, maybe it spawns in the starting village. But for example, SR ammo and BP ammo for 545 are definitely able to spawn in game, and especially relevant is BP ammo because BP ammo is the best ammo for 545, being able to one-tap everything. So yeah, now I'm just going to give a quick breakdown on the best bullets, and yeah, for example, 765 Browning, you want to skip on that, it penetrates nothing, so this ammo is used by the Scorpion, so it's not really worth it. The Type 51 pistol uses 7.62 by 25, being able to penetrate up to level 2A+. That means you will be able to penetrate every AI helmet, so this bullet isn't that bad as a backup of a sniper, for example. If you get into close range in Midnight Sapphire or whatever and you're sniping and using a pistol, the Type 51 pistol isn't too bad, but it will be beaten by Glocks because Glocks can use Extreme Pen on 9mm ammo, which can penetrate every single helmet in the game, making it way stronger than the Type 51 pistol. And yeah, the shotguns, there is one slug in the game that can one-tap every helmet in the game, so this slug is kind of broken, but the rest of the ammo is pretty garbo. So if you want to use shotguns, then make sure to run the best slug, which is the SST Zabot slug. We have two weapon categories left now. We covered the small calibers and the shotguns. Now there's the snipers and the ARs. The snipers in the game, there's two of them. There is the M700, which uses 7.62 by 51, and the Mosin, which uses 7.62 by 54R. So basically, as you can see from the spreadsheet here, the Mosin bullets are way better because most of them or all of them can penetrate level 3 armor, even for the price of $2 a round. As you can see, LPS and Tracer ammo is basically the same, with Tracer ammo being Tracer rounds and having higher dispersion and being more expensive, so that makes the LPS bullet for $2 from Artisan level 1 way better. So if you want to buy bullets, and for example, especially like on 5.56 we have like some bullets, like 3 bullets that are basically the same, you just want to compare the price and stats like bullet speed and dispersion, for example, because they become really relevant in that topic. Also on a category like 545. But back to the snipers. As you can see, we can buy LPS for $2 and it will one-tap everything up to level 3, so that makes the round really powerful. If we're talking about M700, the best bullet is M61's, and the second best bullet, which is kind of cheap as well, for only $3. This bullet will one-tap everything up to level 3. So M80A1 is a pretty good farm bullet, and M61s are really good for one-tapping everything. Alright, moving on to the ARs. In a previous video, I stated the AKs are kinda wonky in this game. They are not able to one-tap everything, and that has multiple reasons. The first reason being the bullets are pretty slow. As you can see, 7.62 by 39 has the slowest bullets in the game when it comes to the ARs, and not a single bullet of 7.62 by 39 is able to one-tap into level 3 plus armor, and that means that this bullet is not as competitive as the rest of the bullets. And if we compare the rest of the bullets now, like if we compare 5.56 and 5.45, we will pretty much see why 5.56 is the best caliber in the game right now. BP ammo can penetrate every single armor in the game. The only issue is this bullet is loot only, making the only AR bullet that you can buy which can penetrate every single armor in the game, that is 5.5A1. So that's why the M4 and the MK18 are the strongest weapons in the game right now, because you can just buy the best ammo for it. And yeah, the rest is pretty much listed in the spreadsheet. Make sure to compare dispersion and velocity when buying the bullets as well, especially if they're from the same if they can penetrate the same armor value. You might want to compare price, speed and dispersion to make sure that you're buying the bullet that suits your purpose the best, because you don't need the highest bullet speed if you're going to the YBL bunker, for example, or even Midnight Sapphire for the most part, since you're like close range anyways in those scenarios. Yeah, that covers it for the video. Make sure to give these guys some love as well. And if you want to contribute anything to the spreadsheet, make sure to message Astropolsky on Discord. And yeah, these are like some of some other sheets that are down here if you're like colorblind, for example. and make like they did so much work. I can understand how much work they put into the spreadsheet. They even wrote some things down on the armor. You might want to read all of this. As I said, I'm going to leave the chart in the description down below. They also commented on the damage and health system. I already covered this in a video before, and yeah, make sure that you give these guys some support. They even meme Nikita, so they're really cool. And yeah, thanks for watching my video as well. I hope this helped you understand this spreadsheet a little bit more if you didn't understand something. I also didn't want to throw away like 10 hours of work, because I had to do a lot of testing to bring this video in as well. So I decided to just use the spreadsheet, because 38 minutes of me yapping is probably kind of boring, and this spreadsheet, which is really good, and it's really like you can just visually see everything instantly. I think this is way easier than 38 minutes of me yapping. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope this helped you, and see you in the next clearing guide probably. I guess my next video is going to be the Banpa and the Hunter's Paradise clearing. Those are going to be 2 separate videos, and then there is going to be even more content. And yeah, if you like this video, make sure to like and sub to the channel. It will help me out a lot. And also, I wanted to give a quick thank you to all the people supporting me. I hit 100k views on the last month, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. We also got partnered on YouTube. I'm right now working on memberships and all that, and I'm going to give an update in the future on, because I need like emotes and badges for that, because I'm not just going to enable memberships and you won't get any benefits from that. That would be kind of scummy, I think. And yeah, that covers it for the video. Once again, thank you so much for the support, and see you in the next one.